I'm Justin Thames, Director of Governmental Affairs for the Florida Institute of CPAs, and welcome to Impact Report, your update on all things impacting the CPA profession here in Tallahassee. We just wrapped up week 4 of the legislative session, and heading into week 5, we've seen a lot of activity here from the legislature. Specifically, want to talk about the budget real quick. The Senate has finalized their budget proposals, rounding out to roughly $93 billion, and the House a little bit less, around $91 billion. They'll continue to debate both proposals over the next week or so. We think that they're going to either finish on time or a little early this legislative session, but it's a little too soon to tell yet. We're seeing some other proposals move through the process. I talked to you last week about revenue estimating conference and the tax packages that are starting to take shape. Those will continue to take shape over the next week. We're getting a little bit closer. Revenue estimating is going to be talking about the annual conformity bill for the federal tax code. That bill is going to be considered today, and so we should see that start to take form within a tax package that'll be considered in the House and the Senate over the next week. Also, on the CPA front, we've got our legislation has continued to move through the process. If you remember, this creates a retired CPA status, and it also has CPE reciprocity for Florida licensees who live in other states. That's some positive progress there. We've got one more committee stop on both the House and the Senate, so we're almost finished with all our committee hearings for that bill. I failed to mention on the budget process, we do have our legislative proposals included in this year's budget for funding for the Board of Accountancy. You've got the Unlicensed Activity Fund that's funded and the Clay Ford Minority Scholarship Fund that is also funded, which actually helps fifth-year accounting students get through college and be able to get their CPA. So that's a quick rundown of a couple of the issues that we've been following. You'll see in our bill tracker we've given some updates and added some new bills, and also we give you a quick rundown of where the deregulation bills are headed right now. So if you have any questions about any of the information that we've covered, feel free to email us at govaffairs@ficpa.org. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.